Members of the media, thank you so much for joining us for this post-match press conference. It was the semi-final of the curling knockout here at the Moses Mabhida, just for the record. We've just seen Orlando Pirates advancing to the final, joined for this first session by Coach Ronnie Gabriel from the home team, Richards Bay FC. Coach, if we can just start with maybe an overview of the 90 minutes in your view.
Yeah, I felt, firstly, I must say a commendable performance by the group today. We didn't start the game off on the front foot, a little slow start in the first half, giving Pirates the ascendancy. But as the game progressed, we felt coming into the second half, we started to dominate the exchanges. We changed our line of confrontation. We tried to confront Pirates higher up the pitch and play the game of the break attack. It started to pay dividends for us. We created a few goal-scoring chances. I think in the first minute of the second half, we had a clear-cut chance where we could have at least equalized. Going deeper into the second half, we continued to play the game with aggression and determination. You could see that we wanted the equalizer. We were pushing hard for the equalizer, and we gave Pirates numerous nervous moments right to the final whistle. It even ended up where Pirates were time delaying tactics, and even the goalkeeper ended up with a yellow card. So very seldom you see a Pirates team under so much of pressure and under so much of siege. So today we disappointed with the result, but in terms of the performance, we are not disappointed. I felt that it was a gracious defeat. We really represented ourselves well. We are happy with the performance. Yes, we would have liked to have went into the final, but this is how it goes in the semi-finals. If you don't take the chances that are presented to you, and the opposition get one chance on the other end and they score it and they go into the final. So we accept this result here. We must take the positives out of it and continue to grow in our league performance.
Thank you so much, Coach. We'll take the first question from the floor, just by show of hands. I see you, Sinclair.
Coach, had luck on the results. You mentioned yesterday how much, or the other day, on this day, how much you wanted to progress into the final. But looking at today's game, we've seen the growth from your players, your Spuzo, your Ndaba. They've given out like the best performance out of today's game. What can you say with those youngsters, especially who are playing for the first time in the semi-final of Curling Cup?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Curling knockout.
Yeah.
Just to correct. The Curling Cup, by the way, Curling Cup is still coming. It will be on the 13th of December.
Yeah, the names you mentioned, Ndaba, Zikali, highly impressive performances here. To come here on this big stage here and play to that ability and not being found wanting, dominating seasoned opponents, taking control of the game and not being out-muscled by the opposition was highly commendable. We impressed with the progress thus far with Zikali, Ndaba, Ngema came in, Nebongola came in. These are players who are having the first season in the PSL. So they are growing in leaps and bounds, and it's good signs to come for the club as well. I'm sure they will grow, they'll mature from these type of displays and get better as the season progresses.
Okay, Coach, we'll move on to the next question. Let's give a big mic. Can go ahead, brother.
All right. Good afternoon, Coach. Hard luck on the loss. It's Big Mike from my family at Mara Sports Worldwide. Coach, two of your subs, they were there were 4 subs due to an injury. So would you say that actually affected your game plan? And also, I think this is the 4th semi-final. You actually, 3rd or 4th, if I'm mistaken. So where you actually buy out of this competition. So what does it actually tells you as far as the team is concerned?
Yeah, the subs with Tikazi being a forced substitute. I'm sure we all saw the tackle on the other end in the opposition box. It was a forced substitution. So with Tikazi going out, we were denied the opportunity in terms of overloading to isolate on his side. The penetration that he was getting on that side, we were happy with it in the first half. And we felt that he could have grown as the game went on. So with him coming out, it reduced our attacking intent. We had to bring in Nobengula, play him in a little narrow, and use our fullbacks to exploit the spaces on the side areas. Later on in the second half, the tactic it began to pay some dividends with Ntungwa on the side areas, delivering some good crosses, few goal-scoring chances coming from those moments as well. But ideally, we wouldn't want to have lost players due to injuries. We would want to continue them for longer periods to give us a better possibility of winning these hard games that we came across today.
Thank you. Lusanda?
Afternoon, Coach. Hard luck on the results. Lusanda from Soccer Doma. Do you feel as if this week you spoke a lot about character and boxing smartly, against a team like Orlando Pirates? Do you feel as if, coming into this game with so much confrontation in your mind in terms of matching them physically, did that maybe take away from the attacking impotence?
Not actually. I think if we look at the clear-cut chances created here this afternoon here, actually I felt that we approached the game rightfully. The chances presented itself to us today to have won this fixture. We could have stolen this game here in the second half with the chances that presented itself and having Pirates on the back foot for lengthy periods of the game. So in terms of the match approach, in terms of how we plan, we want to approach this Pirates fixture, I think it was spot on. And if you look at the goal came from a transition moment. There was a foul on the other end there of the pitch, and the game continued to play. And it was a quick transitional moment where it was a long ball into our half of the pitch, where on the attacking third of the opposition's half. And Moremi, I think, goes through directly to goal and slots the ball in. But those were our attacking moments. We just failed to deal with that one transitional moment. But leaving that aside, I think it was a good approach to this Pirates fixture.
Let's go to...
Coach, you were not happy with the result, but we were happy with the performance. So if you can just elaborate exactly what made you lose this game, that factor that made you lose the game, and what are you planning to rectify that going forward? And can you a little bit touch also on your finishing? Thank you.
I think as I've spoken just before this, the one transitional moment. So when we go deeper into football, we talk about the offensive moments, the defensive moments, and your transitional moments. So the one transition that we failed to deal with effectively cost us the game here this afternoon here. And going back to the finishing that you're speaking about, I feel that we could be much better in the final third. We could get better in those areas. Chances present itself, we also need to take it and win games from those chances that are presenting themselves. Maybe improve in terms of our conversion rate. And it's something that we work with daily at training. And it's a growing squad. It's a team that's full of youngsters. They will learn from this experience here, and they will get better going forward.
Okay, last round of questions, starting with Smiso, then we'll go to Ndaba.
Good afternoon, Coach. Smiso Mzobi, Independent Media. Coach, maybe just two quick ones from me. Number one, in one of the chances that you speak about that your side were able to create, more especially in the second half,
There was a moment there between Chai and Knox. I'm not sure whether you've had a moment to see that back. Just your reflection on that, and also how does Coach Ronnie not only just keep the side together, but we've seen you guys have cup runs before, but you've also had to almost just disassemble your team again and then try to work up another team to put together another cup run, you know, just moving up the log, just maybe the process of how difficult that is for the side of Richards Bay.
Yeah, I think that Knox Mutizwa incident there on that side of the pitch there, it's always good to look at replays and then we could give a proper call on that incident there. So, but the second part where you say that we're losing players on a yearly basis, like 2 players they appeared today, Mbuthuma and Ndaba played for Pirates. They are our prodigies. And there's a few others who are out there in the PSL who we lost in previously as well. But again, this is the blueprint of the club. It's giving the youngsters a chance, bringing the players through from the DDC league that's provided by the league, making use of that opportunity to develop the players and giving them the opportunity to play in the PSL. So the blueprint of this club, it allows for that process to take place, for us to grow the players. And if players grow at a superior rate and they're good enough for the big guns, then we must not deny them the opportunity as well. We must give them the chance to go up and grow themselves, grow their careers as well. So that's a project that we're working with at the moment, and we are happy with the progress thus far.
All right, Coach, thank you. Gabriel indicates that he is covered by Simiso in the compared notes. So we'll end it here.
Thank you.
Yeah, all the best for the rest of